Welcome to our 4-4 portal today. Welcome to our moon in Aquarius today. Welcome to Mercury Retrograde. Welcome to 4 planets aligning today. So today is our 4-4 portal. So if you're seeing fours today in any way, shape, or form, take a moment. Set in your thoughts and your emotions and set your intentions. That's what the 4-4 portal is about. Not only that, but we have 4 planets that are aligning today. We have Venus aligning, we have Neptune, Saturn, and we have Mars all lining up today. So what does that mean? It means that you may be experiencing some deja vu today, that you may be experiencing some vivid dreams, some heightened emotions, maybe some synchronicities. Yet again, there's that 4 fours. Resurfacing memories are going to be coming up, especially because we are in Mercury retrograde. And something very exciting is that you may experience some financial or material rewards today. But we also have our moon that is going into Aquarius energy today. So that means that we're going to be a little more forward thinking of where we want to go, where we want to reside, where we want our energy to go, and where we can improve our lives. And our moon is also aligning with our north node. So that is all about growing and healing and improving. But yet again, the moon is also opposing the south node. So we're wanting to stay in something that is familiar, that we've been doing for a while, because we know it's our routine. However, we shouldn't be staying in our routine. This is Mercury retrograde. This is eclipse season. This is the time to close doors and start things that are new. And our heart space today is going to grow exponentially because we have Venus, and it is reaching the final degrees here in Pisces energy as it moves into more of that Aries energy, amping up the solar eclipse, which is just, oh my God, that energy for the solar eclipse is just nuts. So by the end of the day, you're going to feel a lot of heart chakra activations, and it might be a good thing or it might not, depending on how you're handling the eclipse energies. But this is a start of a new cycle. Remember that. So we're not looking back. We don't want to look back anymore. We need to look towards the future. And speaking of Mercury retrograde, okay, so be prepared for some monumental, unexpected shifts within your relationships. So it may be people or it may be situations. Either way, they're being eclipsed into our lives or they're being eclipsed out of our lives. So with Mercury retrograde, expect a lot of emotions to resurface, a lot of memories to resurface, a lot of triggers that are going to come out of it. And it's a reminder to move forward in these times because, yet again, we're eclipsing in or out situations or people. So it's unearthing a lot of these valuable lessons that we need to accomplish by the 8th. So acknowledge what is coming up, heal what is coming up, and release the past and move forward. We have to move forward. Remember, we don't want to be stuck in that timeline, okay? No timeline stickage here. So we're going to move forward with it. We're going to embrace the new energy. Yes, the energy is really sensitive right now. I haven't posted in a couple of days, not only because solar weather is down, but because I'm so sensitive to energy and I literally cannot function if it's too much. And our schumannresonance really showed that. However, I think that's artificial. We're in some weird energy. I just didn't feel like it was authentic. It just didn't seem authentic to me. It felt like it was like a disconnection. It was a disconnected energy, and it was a lot. It was very intense the whole week. I have just been completely drained. I am still completely drained. And we have this solar eclipse energy that is building up. We have a lot of factors that are coming into play with that. But I think honestly, I think CERN has started up a lot sooner than they thought or said they were going to. Of course, duh, they're not going to tell us the truth. Anyway, I feel like this is inauthentic. I feel something is off. The energy feels odd. I don't know if you guys feel it too. Let me know in the comments if that's how you feel as well. But besides that, our amplitude hit about a 25 the other day. We are around a 20 at this moment, and our frequency is a little bit higher, not too high. not exponentially high where we're getting a lot of heart palpitations and just very uncomfortable feelings and sensitivities and things. But I don't know. Thoughts on this, guys? Thoughts? Now, when it comes to our solar energy, there's nothing going on at all. So I'm probably not going to post as much if we literally have nothing going on. No news is good news, guys, okay? So we only have 4 sunspots on our sun. We only have a 40% chance of having C-class flares, and there's just literally nothing going on our sun right now. As you can see below me, we are basically have been plateaued into C and B range, even reaching down in our A levels. Now we do have a very slight chance of having an M-class flare here and an R12 and R2 minor to moderate radio blackout. However, I really don't see that happening with any of these sunspot regions. But yet again, these can change within 24 hours drastically. We have seen that in the past, and it could be something that happens this week, but it seems like our sun is going to be relatively quiet. Even when we look at our far side of the sun, we can see the sunspots that have already headed off, 3615, which is our big player, and we don't have anything coming on until 3618 and 3613 make their way back around to the east limb. The only sunspot that we do have coming on that is new is this 3627, which is there's nothing going on. We got nothing going on, guys. So it looks like for the solar eclipse, it's going to be low solar weather based off of the sunspot regions that we have that are pretty low, non-existent, very stable, and the returning sunspot regions that we won't have until later next week. Now, we did have a pickup in our solar winds because we had a positive polarity that was coming through. We went from about 450 kilometers per second down to 350, and now we are at a KP3. So we are relatively low in velocity. However, we did have that trans-equatorial coronal hole that was Earth facing a couple days ago, and it kind of sped this up a little bit more. Now, today, we are expected to go into some KP5 levels because we do have a negative polarity that is coming in, and it's going to have an influence later today, late on the 4th, and then wane away around the 6th. So if you are in higher latitude areas, there's a 50% chance that you may see some beautiful auroras, but we are expected to hit some active G1 geomagnetic storm levels for our 3-day forecast. Now, we are not expected to have anything coming in further after this date because we don't have any sunspot regions, but we are in these minor storm levels today and tomorrow. And here's a look at that coronal hole. Now we have 2 that are separated from each other heading off of the western limb of our sun. Not too much going on, not too many solar wind streams. However, yet again, we are going to have some active geomagnetic levels today and tomorrow. But overall, we are relatively very, very quiet, and we expect to stay quiet on our sun level, except we have the solar eclipse that is coming up, and we have a lot of negative agendas that are being played out. We have portals that are being opened from CERN. They're going to try to bring in as many dark energies as they can. They can't leave the 3-dimensional planes. The elites cannot leave, or they wouldn't have built bunkers. So they're bringing something in. They're trying to change the solution or prolong something as much as they can until we have that specific time when we branch off frequencies. Now, that's what's going to play, and they're really trying to set this fear factor up, and people are really latching onto it, and I think they're taking their imaginations and really running with it, which is not good. There's a lot of people that are saying, don't look at the solar eclipse, look at the solar eclipse, use your own discernment, don't let anybody else influence you, okay? If you want to look at it, that's wonderful. If you don't want to look at it, that's wonderful as well. So don't fall into that fear factor. The reason why you're questioning it is because there's a bit of fear in there. So stay away from that shit. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Love ya.